It's like some people only got their channel, like their TV channel is only on the rich people. They're only watching people who got more than them. That's all they're looking at. All they're doing is comparing what they got and what somebody else got. All they doing is looking at, you know, what somebody else is doing, what exotic trip somebody else is going on. Like they're only trying to keep up with people that have more than them. That's the only thing they're looking at. They're only looking at people that got a lot of fame. That's the only channel that their mind is on. That's the only channel their TV is on. That's the only channel their phone is on. That's all they're paying attention to. That's all they're looking at. And then they wonder why they feel bad about themselves and about everything. That's because, well, that's not really rooted in reality and in their reality. They got their TV channel on such a narrow, they got their vision on a narrow path, and they're not looking at the whole picture. You can't just look at only rich people. You can't just look at only famous people. You can't just pay attention to only people that's doing great. You got to look at the whole spectrum. Instead of only looking at people you're trying to keep up with, also look at, pay attention to the people who got less than you. Pay attention to the people who, are homeless. Not to look down on them, but just, don't ignore them like they're not there. They are there. So, pay attention to them as well, and see, what they doing, how they living, and then you'll see how, what I'm saying, you'll feel more grateful for what you got instead of always feeling bad because you ain't got this and you ain't got that. You also see, what I'm saying, these other people, it's not to look down on them because at any moment they could pass you up. They could get a blessing, hit a jackpot, come up with an idea and pass you up at any moment. So it's not to look down on them. It's just to, respect where you at and recognize where you at and the work you did to get where you are. And, you know, pay attention to that as well, and you'll feel more grateful. Especially, and like some women as well, some women who, aren't respecting where their man is at that time. Don't just pay attention to the guys that's doing better than your man. You know what I'm saying? See, also notice the guys your man is beating. As far as financial, as far as like just other things. Notice, what I'm saying, the good things that the dude you with is doing. You know what I'm saying? Notice the work he put in to have you where you at. You know what I'm saying? You could be worse. You could be worse off. You could be way worse off in a lot of cases. So don't just only pay attention. Don't just have your channel your on the rich people and the people doing absolutely great. You don't know, what handouts they had or didn't have. You don't know, saying who they were connected with and how they got what they did to get where they got to. You don't know none of that.